From the campus of Concordia University, Chicago and River Forest, Cougars baseball is on the air. Hi, everybody. Alongside my partner, Justin Bjorseth, this is Andrew Bellison reporting. Great to have you with us on this Saturday afternoon for Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference Baseball between the visiting Benedictine University Eagles and your Concordia Cougars. The Cougars taking the field as we speak. Let's go ahead and meet the Benedictine Eagles starting lineup for this afternoon's contest. Their lineup put out by head coach Adam Smith. For the Eagles, Jack Feely leads things off. Feely plays in center field. Jack Surin hits second. He'll catch this afternoon. Batting third at first base, Damon Castillo. The designated hitter hits cleanup. That's Kevin Bushnell. Nick Presutti hits fifth. He's in left field. The third baseman this afternoon is Cameron Falk. Benedictine's right fielder hits seventh. That's Brendan Norberg. Ryan Dobeck hits eighth and plays second base. And the shortstop, Kyle Mitter, bats ninth for Benedictine this afternoon. Defensively, for Concordia, behind this afternoon's starter, Zach Litke. The Cougars look like this. In the outfield, left to right, Maynard, Donovan, and Hatton. On the infield, it's Vincent at third, Uba at short, Jacob at second, Mariotti at first, and Zavoli behind the dish, Litke's battery mate this afternoon.
Now batting number 13, Jack Feely.
Well, Justin, Concordia ready to go here in their home jerseys, white pants, maroon and gold tops, maroon hat, gold brim, against the Benedictine Eagles, who come into play this afternoon, winners of 12 ball games in a row. First pitch taken for a strike, fastball, and we're underway.
We see Litke immediately working the outside corner. I've noticed a trend in a lot of these games. That is a call the pitchers tend to get no matter who the home plate umpire is.
Jack Feely swings at the second pitch. Two-hopper to third base. It's Vincent. He fires across to Mariotti. One up, one down here in the first inning. And Jack Surin will hit next.
Now batting number 9, Jack Surin.
Good to see Litke there in his first start of the year. Get a quick out, get a little bit of a feel for himself out there. This is now his 10th appearance on the year, but as mentioned, his first start.
First offering to Surin, misses outside, a ball and no strikes. Well, Litke will have his hands full this afternoon, you'd presume, swinging a foul at the plate. That evens the count up at 1-1. As this Benedictine team comes into play, winners of 12 ball games in a row, and they've outscored their opponents 44-3 in their last 4 contests.
Yeah, that's 11 runs a game and less than a run allowed. Tough to win if you're the opposing team in that situation.
Working out of the line, fastball cut on and fouled at the plate again. Counts 1-2 now. On Jack Surin. Surin, .427 hitter this year. He's got 5 long balls, knocked in 32. Hitting second this afternoon. Takes a fastball upstairs to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Litke working quickly from the line, fires, pitches swung on and grounded past a diving Uba into left field. That's a 1-out single for Surin here in the top of the first inning.
Now batting number 28, Damon Castillo.
So 1 away, 1 on, and Damon Castillo, the hitter. Big right-hander this year, .357. 3 home runs. He's driven in 25. Litke will work from the stretch for the first time this afternoon and fires. Pitch is swung on and driven into center field. Pretty deep, now floating into right center. Donovan tracking. He's there to make the catch. and fires it back in. Good play in center by Donovan as Castillo he put a charge into that ball.
He put a charge into that ball. I thought that was off the wall from the minute it left the bat. A good job tracking it down by Donovan, who has done most of his outfield play this year in right. So getting himself acclimated to center field. Took a good read on that ball from the start. They always say that the first step has to be back, and if his first step was in there, I don't think he would have gotten to it.
So 2 away now. Surin retreated back to first. That's where he'll stay. First offering to Kevin Bushnell, the designated hitter, misses away. It's 1-0. Bushnell, .345 hitter this year. 7 home runs, 27 ribbies. 1-0 pitch is swung on and lifted harmlessly to left field. Maynard trots in. He's under it. He'll put the squeeze on it for out number 3. Good top of the first for the Cougars. No runs on a hit, no errors, a man left aboard. We've played a half an inning, no score. You're listening to Cougars Baseball. Bottom of the first inning from River Forest. No score thus far. Howie Hatton will lead things off for the Cougars. Hatton, the right fielder today. Following him, it's Michael Zavoli, the catcher. Gary Maynard will hit third. He's playing in left field. First pitch to Hatton is swung on and fouled back. 0-1. Brody Mariotti hits cleanup for Chicago. He's at first. Bryce Vincent, the third baseman, hits fifth. Matthew Uba will bat sixth. He'll play shortstop. Caleb Anderson's the designated hitter, hitting seventh this afternoon. As Rankin's second offering to Hatton is taken for a strike, it's 0-2. Christian Jacobs, the second baseman, batting eighth, and Aiden Donovan plays in center field. Donovan hits ninth. 0-2 pitch is cut on and fouled back behind the plate once again, and the count remains 0-2.
Not at all surprised to see Hatton go after the first pitch. That's something that this team does quite a bit. They are always in attack mode. You see it when they're on the base paths, and you see it when they are aggressive on early pitches in the count.
0-2 pitch, swung on and grounded to third. It's Falk with the off-balance throw across for out number 1. Good play at third. 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning.
Michael Zavoli.
So 1 away, base is empty. That'll bring up Michael Zavoli, the catcher this afternoon. Left-handed hitter digs in. Hits with an open stance from a crouch and takes strike one, a fastball. 0-1. Ryan Rankin on the mound, Justin, this afternoon for Benedictine. He's 2-0. Pumps over another quick strike, another fastball. Good movement on that fastball. It's 0-2.
Both pitchers working very fast here in the opening inning. Hope that's a sign of things to come throughout the day.
Rankin's 0-2 misses up and away. His season earned run average just a tad over 2.25. So he's been pretty effective in just over 23 innings so far this year. 19 strikeouts, make that 20. Swing and a miss. 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the first.
Number 17, the left fielder, Gary Maynard.
And that'll bring up Gary Maynard. Maynard on the season, .398 hitter, 3 home runs. He's knocked in 25. You talked about this a little bit before we went on the air, Justin, but he's been hit 19 times this year at the plate.
I don't know if there's a more unbelievable stat in the country this year. I would like to see it if there were 19 times, and that is close to 1 per game.
He swings and drives that ball down the left field line, deep but foul.
Yeah, a little bit ahead of that one.
And the count's 1-1. Maynard this season getting on base at nearly a .550 clip thanks to those 19 hit by pitches. 1-1 pitch is swung on and driven to left field. That's off the wall. Maynard rounding first, hustling into second base. He's got a 2-out stand-up double. Boy, he drilled that baseball right off the A in baseball that's printed on the left field wall. That was a rifle.
Well, we saw it the pitch before. All he needed to do was wait back on it a little bit more and give it the same kind of ride, and he did. And now he's brought up the best run producer in this Cougar lineup with a chance to put his team ahead now early on.
So Rankin now in a little bit of trouble here with 2 away. 2-out double. Maynard takes his lead off second. Here's Mariotti. He waves and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Brody Mariotti, .369 on the season. 8 home runs, 34 knocked in. Cougars look to draw first blood here this afternoon. Rankin from the stretch, peers at second base to Maynard, now delivers home. Pitch is swung on and grounded to second. Dobek bobbles momentarily but recovers and fires to Castillo for out number 3. So a 2-out Maynard double leads to nothing. They strand him at second base. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left aboard. We've played 1 complete from River Forest. No score. You're listening to Cougars Baseball. We head to the top of the second inning here from the campus of Concordia University, Chicago and River Forest. No score between the visiting Benedictine Eagles and the homestanding Cougars. Back for his second inning of work is Litke, and first pitch is swung on and fouled away. 0-1 to Nick Prasuti, who leads it off for the Eagles. Presuti's out in left field today for Benedictine. Left-handed hitter swings at the second pitch from Litke and fouls that one up the first base line. And he's now behind 0-2.
A great sign here in the second. Litke picking right back up where he left off, getting out ahead of hitters. Giving himself a chance here to work with something on a 0-2 count.
0-2 delivery, misses up and away. And it's 1-2. Outfield for the Cougars, playing Prisuti to pull. The left fielder Maynard swung well around to the center field side of left. 1-2 pitch, taken for strike 3. Froze Prisuti there. It's a strikeout for Litke, his first of the afternoon. And that'll bring up Cameron Falk. Benedictine this afternoon. Gray road pants, black tops, black helmets and hats with the red brim. 1 away, top of the second inning. Falk swings and grounds the first pitch foul up past third base, 0-1. Well, this will be game number 1 of 4 games in 3 days against the Benedictine Eagles. Today was scheduled to be a doubleheader, but due to some weather concerns that really never amounted to anything, 0-1 pitch, swung on and grounded past a diving Vincent into left field for a 1-out single.
This is the first time this year, at least, that I've seen Bryce Vincent at third base. Typically a shortstop, and then the last home game here at the Thunderdome, he was at first base and played a really nice first base. A few excellent plays over there, and now today he's at third, so kind of getting his feel for every spot in the infield.
So runner aboard, 1 away. That's Falk taking his lead at first. And Brendan Norberg, the right fielder, digs in and quickly takes a strike out of the right hand of Litke. So no rain this morning like they had anticipated, but nonetheless, we play 1 today, a doubleheader against the Eagles tomorrow at Benedictine, and then the second game of today's doubleheader will be made up Monday right here at 3 o'clock at Concordia University, Chicago. So 4 games in 3 days against the Eagles, who are undefeated this year in conference play.
And I'd say we got the better end of that deal here at Concordia, given the weather today and Monday compared to the weather tomorrow. It is not going to be ideal baseball weather tomorrow. I don't even think the high is going to get above 50. So won't be too fun of a day out in Lisle, I can't imagine. Monday is supposed to be back into the 70s, which will be nice. A great afternoon for baseball, and so is today.
1-1 pitch upcoming from Litke. It misses low and away. 2 balls and a strike. Cameron Falk leads off a first. He's 2 for 2 in steals this year. The right-handed hitting Norberg awaits the 2-1 offering from Litke. Here it comes. Norberg swings and misses. Throw down to first from Zavoli, but Falk is back in plenty of time. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on the Eagles' third baseman.
And you'll see that a good deal from Zavoli throughout the game if he feels that he might catch the runner leaning the wrong way or taking too much time to get back to the base. He's not afraid to get up and fire.
Falk digs in from the right side. Now Litke's ready as well. He delivers, and Norberg pops that one up foul and out of play. And the count remains at 2-2. 1 away, top of the second inning. No score here from River Forest between the Cougars and the Eagles. Litke a little more deliberate this inning. Toes the rubber, now ready for the 2-2 again. Here it comes. Swing and a foul right back to the net. And it's still 2-2. Justin, we mentioned it briefly a little while ago, but 12 in a row for Benedictine overall. They're undefeated in conference play, have outscored their opponents 44-3 in their last 4 wins, including a 10-0 shutout of Elmhurst College on Thursday. So to say they're hot, I think, would be an understatement.
Yeah, they've got it figured out, and they've got it figured out at the right time.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2-2 pitch is waved at by Norberg. Good battle there by Litke, and there's 2 away.
And I think it says a lot about Coach Colin Connor's confidence that he has in Litke that's built throughout the year, that he's sending him to the bump for his first start of the season against the team as hot as Benedictine. And so far, Litke has kept these bats in check.
Here's Ryan Dobeck digging in for the Eagles. He takes fastball for strike 1. Dobeck this year, 204 hitter. He's got 3 doubles, no home runs. He's knocked in 7. plays at second base this afternoon for Benedictine. Cameron Falk draws some attention at first base as he dives in ahead of the throw from Litke.
Yeah, I think he might have been a little too far off there. That got a little close for comfort. Mariotti chose not to put the tag down, but he barely beat that ball back there.
0-1 out of the stretch. Litke fires. It's a breaking ball for a strike on the inner half, and now it's 0-2. Two away, no score, top of the second inning. Litke toes the rubber. Now time is called. Home plate umpire calls time, and Litke will step off the rubber to recompose. Benedictine has a runner at first base. That's Cameron Falk. He takes his lead. Now Litke ready to deliver 0-2 to Dobeck. Here it is. Swing and a foul tip caught by Zavoli. That's strike 3. Another good inning for Litke. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left on base. 3 strikeouts as well. We've played 1.5. No score from Concordia. This is Cougars baseball. Great to have you with us this afternoon. A beautiful spring Saturday for baseball in River Forest, bottom of the second inning. Here from the campus of Concordia University. Bryce Vincent leads it off and takes a breaking ball for a strike from Rankin, and it's 0-1. Rankin working quickly, comes back, misses low. That ball scoots past Surin and rolls to the backstop, evens the count at a ball and a strike. No score, bottom of the second inning. 1-1 pitch, low and away. 2 balls and a strike now. To Bryce Vincent, the Cougars' third baseman. Rankin working quickly. Vincent swings, hits a chopper to third. That's Falk gloving and firing across the diamond to Castillo. 1 up and 1 down here in the second inning.
Well, now we get a chance to see, well, I guess Zavoli already.
Number 6, the shortstop.
Get a chance to see a couple lefties get a crack at Rankin here. See if they can't get a little something going for the Cougars.
Uba digs in, takes off speed pitch upstairs for ball 1, 1-0. Uba on the year, .326 hitter. He's got a couple of home runs, 22 driven in, and none bigger than a game winner he had a few days ago.
Yeah, he came to the plate with the bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth. They'd already come back from down 1 to tie. And he did that. He is a great opposite field hitter. He uses all fields when he hits, and that makes him a dangerous threat and hard to pitch to.
Uba slices that one through the hole at shortstop into left for a 1-out single. And it brings up another left-hander. This time it's the designated hitter, Caleb Anderson. Anderson, left-hander, hits with an open stance and awaits the first pitch from Rankin. It's cut on and missed. Runner was moving. Throw to second is in time. Might have been a hit and run on there as
looked that way.
Anderson with a funny swing on a pitch that really wasn't in the zone, trying to protect Uba trying to steal second base, but he couldn't do it. So 2 away now, and the base is empty. And as a 1 pitch to Anderson, misses inside, Justin.
Like I said, the aggressiveness of the Cougars is usually on display. Right there, you get a man on, try to move him immediately to scoring position.
Anderson swings, hits a chopper up the middle. It's Mitter moving towards the bag at second, gloving and firing across for out number 3. So no runs on a hit, no errors, nobody left on base. We've played 2 complete from River Forest, no score. You're listening to Cougars Baseball. We head to the 3rd inning here from River Forest. No score after 2. And the 9-man will lead things off for Benedictine. It's Kyle Mitter. Mitter swings at the first pitch and pops it up foul behind the plate. That'll be over the screen and out of play. 0-1.
Neither team today afraid to take a hack at the first pitch. And these pitchers have both been good at working ahead in counts.
Second offering misses upstairs, evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Litke, the right-hander, making his first start of the season for the Cougars. Comes back 1-1, paints the corner with a fastball. It's now 1-2. Mitter will be followed by Jack Feely and Jack Surin. That's the top of the Eagles' order. 1-2 pitch, taken for strike 3. Good breaking ball there.
Great spot from Litke. And Mitter wasn't a fan of the call, but I thought that had the outside part of the plate. And a passionate strike 3 call from the home plate umpire.
So back to the top of the Benedictine lineup. It's Jack Feely digging in. Right-hander awaits the first offering from Litke and takes it for a strike. 0-1. Feely today 0 for 1. He led off the ball game with a ground out to third base. 0-1 pitch misses downstairs, skips away from Zavoli, and evens the count at a ball and a strike. Out of the wind, Litke fires again. Wave and a miss by Feely, and it's 1-2. Litke working quickly, comes back. Breaking ball is swung on and grounded to third. Low throw across the diamond. Can't be picked by Mariotti. And Feely's aboard with one away.
Now batting number 9, Jack Surin.
The throw was low out of the hand of Vincent. And Mariotti was unable to pick it. Good hustle by Feely. And he'll stand at first base with one out.
Yeah, like we mentioned, Vincent's first appearance at third base, at least as far as I know, still getting acclimated to having to throw all the way across the diamond.
One away, runner at first. Here's Jack Surin. Surin 1 for 1. He singled in the first. Delivery misses upstairs from Litke. It's 1-0. Surin from Plainfield, Illinois, went to Joliet Catholic High School. Senior on this Benedictine team. 1-0 pitch taken for a strike. Outer half, evening the count at 1-1. Good pitch there from Litke. He toes the rubber. Now takes a look at the runner Feely before coming set. And he'll fire to first. Ball dribbles away from Mariotti. Not far enough for any advance, though, as Feely was back in safely. No score, top of the third. One away. Feely leads from first. And Surin, the right-hander, waits for the pitch. He gets it, swings and misses.
Well, in his first at-bat, he did get that hit, but it was hit on the ground. It was just hit a little too hard and shot past the shortstop, Matt Uba. I wonder if Litke will try to work a ground ball here to try to get out of the inning and induce a little bit of softer contact on it.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Surin. Surin swings and lifts it into left field. Maynard coming in. He'll make the catch for out number 2 as Feely retreats back to first base.
Now batting number 28, Damon Castillo.
So 2 away now. Runner at first for Castillo. The 3-hitter for the Eagles, their first baseman. Castillo, big right-handed hitter. Black batting gloves, digs in. And instead, Litke's going to toss over to first. Once again, Feely's back in sliding. Litke working quickly here in the third. No score, 2 away. First pitch is swung on by Castillo and dribbled foul, just short of the Cougars' dugout, rather the Eagles' dugout up the third base line. 0-1 to the Benedictine first baseman.
And Litke would like to not continue to work through the meat of this order right here with more guys on base. He would love to see the cleanup hitter to lead off next inning.
Another toss to first, and Feely back again. Yeah, it's a good point, Justin. He's been very effective so far this afternoon against an offense that has just been pounding out runs. 0-1 to Castillo. Litke ready again. He fires. It's a fastball, misses upstairs, and the count's even at 1-1.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see Feely take off at some point during this at-bat, and that is probably why Litke's checked on him a couple times over there.
1-1 pitch, right on it, a fastball as Castillo fouls it right back to the net. 1-2 now.
And you'd think if he was running, it would be here on a 2-strike count.
No score, top of the third inning. Feely leads again from first. Outfield deep and straight up for the Cougars against Castillo. Here's Litke's 1-2. Runner is moving, and the pitch is fouled up and out of play over our heads. And we'll do it again. Litke takes a moment off the mound, adjusts his sleeves. Now he's ready to go back to work. He toes the rubber, takes a look at Feely. Will he be running again here? He does not. Pitch is swung on by Castillo and lifted foul and out of play again back over our heads, and the count remains 1-2.
Castillo's doing a good job of staying alive at the plate. He might be getting a sense already early on that runs are going to be a premium in this game until we see either of these offenses break through. So you don't want to squander an opportunity to bat with a man on base and 2 outs.
Feely active on the bases this year, 8 for 9 in stolen base opportunities. Throw over by Litke, close play. But Feely was able to sneak in under the tag. No score here in the third. Beautiful spring afternoon in River Forest. Litke ready for the 1-2 to Castillo again. And again it's swung on and lifted, this time in play. Fair ball down the right field line, giving chases. Hatton, he makes the catch. Good battle by Litke there against Castillo, and no damage is done. That'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, an error, and a man left aboard. We go to the bottom of the third, no score. You're listening to Concordia Cougars Baseball. Bottom of the third inning from River Forest. Alongside my partner, Justin Bjorset, this is Andrew Bellison. Great to have you with us here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Christian Jacob leads things off for Chicago. He swings at the second offering from Rankin and grounds it foul up past the Eagles' dugout, up the third baseline. No score here in the third inning. Rankin out of the wind, fires a breaking ball, and it's taken for strike three. Froze Jacob there, one up and one down here for Concordia.
And he got that call twice in that at-bat. He opened with that pitch and finished him off with it. And he'll live there all day if he's going to get that call.
So one away, Aiden Donovan the hitter. The Cougars center fielder this afternoon, the left-hander, takes ball one out of the right hand of Rankin.
Left-hand heavy lineup for the Cougars today.
Ryan Rankin comes back with a fastball. That misses low and away. Counts 2-0. The lefty Donovan digs back in and is ready. This time it's another fastball. He takes it for a strike. That one tailing away from the left-handed Donovan. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Rankin. Swing and a miss. Counts even at 2-2.
And like Uba, Donovan will use all fields when hitting. So on a pitch tailing away from him like that, he's not afraid to go down and send it into left.
Donovan slashes that one foul and out of play over the Benedictine dugout. That one actually rolls down the track surrounding the football field out to our left.
No action out there today, which is nice. The past few times we've been up here, there's been people in the danger zone.
Donovan swings and misses. That's strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts for Rankin. 2 up, 2 down here in the third inning.
And now we get a chance to see the Cougar bats come through the order a second time. They've all seen Rankin now. We'll see if they've made the proper adjustments and what his approach is the second time through.
So it's back to the top of the Chicago lineup. It's Howie Hatton. Hatton 0-for-1. He digs in, swings at the first pitch, and chops it foul up the third baseline, 0-1. Well, Rankin has been deliberate for sure. He has kept a very fair pace thus far in this ball game. He is on the mound and firing.
Not too much has slowed him down so far.
0-1 offering is swung on and fouled away, 0-2. As he's ahead of another Concordia hitter here in the third. Bottom of the third inning, no score from River Forest. Rankin, the big right-hander, ready to deal. From the wind, he does again. Fastball taken for strike 3. Good two-seamer there, tailed back to Hatton. He couldn't pull the trigger. Rankin strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We've played 3 complete. No score from River Forest. You're listening to Concordia University Baseball. To the top half of the 4th inning we go here from River Forest. No score between the Chicago Cougars and the visiting Benedictine Eagles. Kevin Bushnell, the cleanup hitter and the designated hitter, leads things off for Benedictine, and he's hit. First pitch from Litke hits Bushnell, and the leadoff man is aboard here in the 4th inning.
Now batting number 4, Nick Prasuti.
Checking to verify, but I believe that's our first leadoff batter on of the entire game, and it is.
So nobody out, runner aboard for Nick Prasuti, the Eagles left fielder. Left-hander digs in against Litke. Here's the first pitch. Misses up and away, 1-0. Prasuti, he struck out to lead off the 2nd inning for Benedictine.
And a new challenge for Litke here, trying not to make the leadoff free pass come back to haunt him.
1-0 pitch. Misses apparently a little low, 2-0 now.
Well, that was no more out of the zone than the 2 breaking balls called strike on Christian Jacob in the top half of the inning.
2-0 hole now for Litke as he tries to battle back. From the stretch is ready. He fires. Prasuti swings and lifts that ball into right center field. It'll be the center fielder Donovan to his left to make the catch. 1 away. And Bushnell will head back to first base. One out, top of the 4th, no score. And Cameron Falk, the hitter. Falk singled in his only at-bat so far this afternoon. And digs in once again. The tall right-hander awaits the pitch from Litke. It's a curveball, low and away in the dirt, actually, for ball 1. One ball and nothing. 1 away, 4th inning, no score. Falk ready, so is Litke. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken for a strike on the outer half, evens the count at 1-1. And Justin, you talked about it a little bit. Litke making his first start of the season on the mound for the Cougars has looked very much in control so far this afternoon.
Yeah, and I think it's the confidence from his coach to insert him into the starting rotation now and throw him in against a hot-hitting team.
Falk hits a tapper to first. Good play by Mariotti. That ball had a lot of English on it. He wasn't hit hard, but he kept it in front of him and takes it to the bag. For out number 2, Bushnell will move up to second base on the play. 3 unassisted if you're keeping score along with us at home. 2 away. Runner at second now. No score here in the fourth, and Brendan Norberg at the plate. Norberg struck out in his first trip. Right-hander hits with a wide-open stance, digs in, and is ready. First offering from Litke misses upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes.
A little bit of extra energy in the Benedictine dugout than we've seen so far today, with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs in a 0-0 game that looks like it could be on track to stay that way. It's a big run out there.
Pickoff attempt at second, close play, but Bushnell dives back in safely.
If that throws to the other side of the bag, he might have had him.
1 ball and nothing on the hitter, Brendan Norberg. Litke looks into Zavoli for the sign, now is ready, and he fires. Swing and a foul back to the net behind the plate. Ball 1 and strike 1. Norberg right on that pitch. Litke battles here with 2 away against Norberg as he tries to keep Bushnell out at second base. Scoreless game, top of the fourth, and here it is. Swung on, lifted to right field. Harmless and shallow. It's Hatton. He puts the squeeze on it to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. A man left aboard. That's Bushnell at second base. To the bottom of the fourth we go. No score. This is Cougars baseball. Alongside Justin Bjorseth, Andrew Bellison with you. Bottom of the fourth inning from River Forest. No score between your Concordia Cougars and the Benedictine Eagles. Michael Zavoli will lead things off for Chicago. He swings at the first offering from Rankin and fouls it out of play. Rankin back out for his fourth inning of work. He's been effective thus far this afternoon. 0-1 pitch, cut on and missed. Ugly swing there by Zavoli as he drops to a knee and is now behind 0-2.
Yeah, whatever he was looking for, he didn't get it there. But I think that this might be the inning the Cougars' bats break through a little bit. I have a feeling.
The lefty Rankin waits for the 0-2 delivery. The lefty Zavoli waits for the 0-2 from Rankin and takes low and in. 1 and 2 strikes now to the Cougars' catcher. Rankin working quickly. Flips a breaking ball that misses up and away, and the count's even up at 2-2 as Zavoli tries to battle back out of a 0-2 hole. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fights that one off. Good fastball as Zavoli fouls it back to the screen, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, nice defensive swing. He's worked Zavoli outside the past couple pitches. Probably trying to get that outside corner call, and a good job of Zavoli there to protect it.
Rankin comes back 2-2, misses downstairs and inside, and the count runs full. Good at bat by Zavoli after being down 0-2. Zavoli, nothing for one today. He struck out swinging in the first. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and tipped foul. It'll roll up the third base line, and we'll do it again. Bottom of the fourth, no score. 3-2 on the hitter, Zavoli. Gary Maynard waits on deck. Brody Mariotti will follow Maynard. Here's the 3-2 again. Swung on and grounded to short. Mitter charges, picks and throws. Good play by the shortstop. Bang, bang, play up the line, but one up and one down.
Yeah, I thought Zavoli stood a good chance of beating that one out because of how slow it was hit, but a great job by the shortstop Minton to come up firing, knowing he didn't have a whole lot of time to play with, and they just do get him.
So one away now for Maynard, who steps in from the right side and takes the first offering from Rankin downstairs. It was a fastball. 1-0.
Maynard with the hardest hit ball we've seen today in the first inning.
Maynard swings at the second pitch, grounds it to third. Low throw across. Good pick at first base by Castillo. Bad throw out of the hand of Falk. Castillo with a nice pick at first.
Brody Mariotti.
Yeah, that was a little bit off target, just a bit. And like you mentioned, a nice pick. And so a couple nice plays in the infield so far that have retired the first two Cougar batters.
Yeah, back-to-back groundouts here in the fourth. And Brody Mariotti digs in and waves and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Mariotti 0 for 1 today. He grounded out to second base in the first.
He hit that ball pretty hard, though.
Big right-hander swings at the 0-1, chops that foul. It's 0-2. Boy, Rankin has been ahead of seemingly every Cougar hitter this afternoon, it seems like.
Well, they're not afraid to go after the first pitch, especially if it's there, and it has been. He hasn't been getting them to chase. They've just been swinging at strikes and not finding the barrel.
0-2 offering from Rankin way outside, and it's 1-2. Mariotti ready again. He digs back in. White batting gloves and a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and tapped foul at the plate once again. We'll do it again. Count remains 1-2. Beautiful spring day here in the Chicago suburbs. Sun trying to poke its way out. Blue skies.
Yeah, it's been out at times. We saw it on a few fly balls. Howie Hatton had one a couple innings ago where he had his hand up, battling the sun, even with sunglasses on. So it will be a factor if it decides to poke back through.
Hard to argue with 60 degrees and sunny on April 24th. 1-2 pitch, waved at and missed. A breaking ball, and Mariotti's retired. So are the Cougars. 1-2-3 goes Chicago. We've played 4 innings complete. No score from River Forest. You're listening to Concordia University Chicago baseball. Fifth inning coming to you from Concordia University River Forest. Ryan Dubeck will lead things off for the Eagles. here in their half of the fifth. He swings at the first pitch, lifts it up and out of play, foul over our heads. Dubeck struck out swinging in the second inning. He'll be followed by Kyle Mitter, then back to the top and Jack Feely. Litke works from the wind and delivers up and in to even the count at a ball and a strike.
A lot of heat on that one. That probably would not have been a fun pitch to wear if you're Dubeck.
Dubeck, little right-handed hitter, hits from a crouch, takes the 1-1 offering from Litke.
43 pitches through 4 innings for Litke, so effective in how he's been working so far.
2-1, paints the corner with a fastball, 2-2 now. Yeah, been very effective, Justin. Benedictine has had a man on in every inning, but nobody's got past second base. 2-2 pitch, swung on and lifted to left field. That's going to be past the left fielder Maynard and rolled all the way to the wall. Dubeck rounds first and trots into second. He's got a stand-up leadoff double here in the fifth.
Now batting number 2, Kyle Mitter.
Well, you mentioned Dubeck, not the biggest guy. Maynard did not have him played very deep. I don't think he was expecting a ball shot over his head there. He's probably the most surprised person in the ballpark right now. And a good job from the Eagle 8-hole hitter to put himself in scoring position with nobody out. Might see a bunt here. Mariotti seems to think so.
Yeah, as Justin alluded to, Mariotti well in on the grass at first base. Fake back to second. And Dubeck slides in. He's aboard at second base after the leadoff double. Top of the fifth inning, no score. This is the best scoring chance of the afternoon for either club. Mitter does square to bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 1. Mariotti even closer now to the hitter Mitter, as he's about even with the pitcher's mound at first base to field this bunt attempt. Outfield for the Cougars shallow again against the 9-man Mitter. Let's see if he squares again. He does. Pulls back again. That ball misses downstairs and away, and it's 2-0.
And Mariotti creeped even further in there as the pitch was delivered. And that's why you're not seeing Christian Jacob holding the runner on at second at all, because he's going to have to be ready to get to first.
Vincent a step or two in front of the third base bag on the left side of the diamond. 2-0 on the hitter Mitter. And he takes a fastball for a strike. It's 2-1.
And if you're the Cougars, you'd like to see this go to Mariotti's side and not have to have Bryce Vincent move if you have any chance of maybe gunning down the lead runner.
That lead runner is Dubeck. He takes his lead off of second base. Uba, the shortstop, creeping up behind him. Now here's the 2-1 pitch from Litke, and it's taken low and away for ball 3. Mitter pulled the bunt attempt back yet again, and Litke being very careful, not wanting to see Mitter put one down here.
There haven't been many 3-ball counts from Litke today. This may be the first or the second, and I'm wondering if the fact that Mitter is showing bunt is playing it all into that.
And he shows early here, 3-1 on its way from Litke. Now Mitter pulls it back and takes a fastball for a strike, and the count's full at 3-2.
He's not going to get a better pitch to lay one down than that one right there. I'm not sure why he pulled back, and now probably not bunting with 2 strikes. We'll see what signs he's getting from his third base coach.
Kyle Mitter steps out, takes a look at his third base coach, now ready to dig back in. Let's see what he does here with the full count. Runner at second, nobody out, no score, top of the fifth. Payoff pitch from Litke upcoming. And here it is. Swung on and lifted in the air. Out of play, right side over the Cougars dugout. And we'll do it again. Dubeck standing aboard the second base bag. Now will take his lead. Moderate lead at second. Mitter awaits the 3-2. Here it is. Breaking ball swung on and spoiled again. This one fouled out of play up the right field side. It's a good battle here between Mitter and Litke after Mitter tried to lay down a bunt and get that runner over to third.
Yeah, just a couple great at-bats from the bottom of the Eagles' order here, knowing they need to do a job and put themselves in a good scoring position for the top of the order coming up, and now Jacob creeping behind second.
Mitter swings and lines it right back to the mound. Great play by Litke. Boy, that ball was hit about as hard as you can hit it, and Litke snagged it as he came off the mound. What a play.
A split-second reaction from Litke, who immediately turned to throw back to second base, but he reacted before anyone in his infield did. I don't even think that Jacob or Uba had processed what happened by the time that they needed to be back to second base, and they might not have had the runner. It was well read by Dubek, who was quick to get back there, but all around great reaction and instinct from Litke.
Great play to help himself. And he'll toss back to second to chase Dubek back again. So one away now. Still no score, top of the fifth. Dubek still at second base. He led the inning off with a double. Jack Feely now at the plate for the Eagles. Feely, 0-for-2. He did reach base back in the third inning via an error. First pitch to Feely, taken downstairs, breaking ball, ball one, 1-0. Best scoring chance of the afternoon for either team right here. Dubek led the inning off with a double. Mitter lined back to the pitcher, and now it's back to the top of the order for the Eagles in Jack Feely. Feely awaits the 1-0 pitch, takes it downstairs, 2-0 now. Litke falling behind again.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for Litke in comparison to what we've seen through the first 4 innings. And that's why a big part of the reason why we've seen some hard contact this inning that we hadn't seen prior.
2-0 delivery is chopped to the shortstop, Uba. He gloves it and fires to Mariotti for out number 2. Dubek scampers up to third on the play. That's where he stands with 2 away, and Jack Surin comes to the plate. So Litke's been tested a little more this inning, Justin, than he has, but he looks to get out of it unharmed here with one more out.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, he is dealing with the most dangerous bat in this Eagles lineup, and Surin.
The righty Surin takes a breaking ball for ball 1. Missed well away. Surin today, 1 out of 2. He singled back in the first. Hits with 1 on and 2 away here in the fifth. No score. 1-0 pitch is swung on and lined to the left field. That's going to drop in front of Maynard. It's a base hit. Dubek scores on the play. It's a 2-out RBI single for Surin. And it's a 1-0 ball game in favor of Benedictine. So Litke nearly wiggled out of a minor jam here in the fifth, but a 2-out hit plates the first run of the afternoon for either squad. Here's Damon Castillo swinging at the first pitch. It's a fastball driven deep into right field. On the track is Hatton. He hauls it in. Damage already done, though. 1 run on a couple of hits for the Eagles. We've played 4.5. They lead at 1-0. You're listening to Cougars Baseball. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning here from River Forest. Benedictine leading the Cougars 1-0. That lone run coming in the top half of this inning. Bryce Vincent leads it off for Chicago. He goes after the first pitch and grounds it into left field for a leadoff single.
Now for the Cougars, the shortstop, number 6, Matt Uba.
Maybe this offense today just needed a little bit of encouragement in the way of actually now needing to get some runs in order to either tie or take the lead. Sometimes you see that. Benedictine pushes one across, might wake up the Cougars' dugout a little bit. Vincent aggressive on the first pitch.
Third hit of the afternoon for Chicago, and that'll bring up Matthew Uba. Uba has another one of those hits. He singled in the second inning.
Big hole on the left side for Uba where he had his first hit. Plenty of room to go there again.
1-0 offering, misses down and in. It's 2-0. Yeah, Uba, the left-hander, hits with Vincent at first and nobody out. 2-0 pitch. Inside, he missed again. 3-0 now. Cougars look to fight back and even this one up, or maybe more. 1-0 Benedictine. Here's the 3-0 pitch, taken for a strike. Fastball right down the middle. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he's probably taken the whole way there. But it'll be interesting to see if he gets that fastball right down the pipe again.
Here's the 3-1 offering. Chop to right field. That's going to be a base hit. Rounding second, heading to third is Vincent. Throw is late. First and third now for the Cougars. Nobody out.
Now to the plate, the DH, number 25, Caleb Anderson.
Great heads up running from Vincent. He could tell with that ball not being the hardest hit ball in the world that he was gunning for third from the second he left first base. Accelerated as he rounded second and never even thought twice about it. And now all you need to get him home is a fly ball, but Caleb Anderson would like to do a lot more.
So runners on the corners for Chicago, nobody out, and Caleb Anderson, the hitter. He swings at the first pitch, chops it up the middle. Dobek, the second baseman, flips to second for one, relay to first, not in time. Run scores on the play. That's Vincent. That's the tying run. It's 1-1 now here in the fifth.
Christian Jacob.
Well, that's one way to get it done. Anderson hustling down the line to avoid the double play. He gets an RBI while he's at it, and it's a brand new ball game.
So fielder's choice RBI for Anderson. Uba forced out at second base. Vincent scores on the play, ties the game at 1, and now Anderson's aboard at first with only one away. And Christian Jacob, the hitter. 1-0 pitch to Jacob is swung on and lifted out of play, foul over our heads, and the count's evened up at a ball and a strike. Jacob today, 0 for 1. He struck out looking, leading off the third inning. Right-hander digs in. He's ready. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Rankin. Off-speed pitch, stays upstairs, and it's 2-1. Anderson leads off of first. Rankin from the stretch delivers. Swing and a miss.
I believe he fouled it off. I hope he fouled it off. Otherwise, Anderson should be standing on second base right now.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, Justin. Foul at the plate. Counts now 2 balls and 2 strikes. To the Cougars' second baseman. He digs back in. He's ready. Here's the pitch from Rankin. Swung on and lifted into left center field. That ball's hit pretty well. It's going to be the center fielder, Feely, making the play in left center for the second out of the inning. Caleb Anderson is forced to retreat back to first base.
Yeah, that ball hit really well, like you said. Hung up in the air a little too long, though. It allowed the center fielder, Feely, to cover a lot of ground and get there to make a pretty nice play, just in terms of the ground that he covered to get there.
Aiden Donovan now at the plate. He digs in from the left side. And swings at Rankin's first offering and fouls it back to the net. Yeah, it's a deep part of this ballpark out there where that ball was hit. The fence, as it moves from the foul pole in left towards center, gets a little bit taller right in that left field power alley, and that's right about the area that Christian Jacob hit that fly ball. 0-1 pitch, cut on and miss. 0-2 now to Donovan.
Jacob has been starting to flash some power, though. He hit his first home run last weekend, and then you see him there give that one a ride. I feel like it's only a matter of time till he hits a second.
0-2. Rankin fires and misses well inside. 1-2 to the Cougars center fielder.
Instinct tells you to get out of the way on that one, but on an 0-2 count with 2 outs, it might not have been the worst thing for that to graze his ankle.
Rankin comes back 1-2, spins a curveball up there that doesn't bite. Missed the zone outside, and the count's even up at 2. Donovan right on top of that plate in the left-handed batter's box. And he awaits the 2-2 from Rankin. Here it is. Fastball swung on and grounded up the middle. It's going to be Dubek. He takes it himself to the second base bag, and that'll end the inning. But the Cougars score a run off the benefit of a couple of hits and tie the ball game at 1. We've played 5 innings from River Forest. Benedictine 1, Chicago 1. You're listening to Cougars Baseball. Top of the 6th inning from River Forest, 1-1 ball game between the Benedictine Eagles and your Concordia Cougars. Alongside Justin Bjorseth, Andrew Bellison with you. Great to have you with us on this Saturday afternoon. Kevin Bushnell, the Eagles DH, will lead things off. He swings and misses at the first offering from Litke. It's 0-1.
Sun's out now completely. A beautiful day for baseball.
It really is.
And like you said, April 24th, that could go one of 2 ways. Tomorrow is going to be a much less ideal day for baseball. We're lucky to be here today. Picture perfect.
1-1 breaking ball, misses downstairs. It's 2-1. Yeah, the rain held off. And lo and behold, the sun popped out.
Yeah, I would imagine that both these head coaches are a little upset that they decided to move the doubleheader rather than just cranking them both out today. I don't think we're going to complain up here, though.
3-1 now the count on Bushnell. The Eagles DH awaits the pitch from Litke, and he thought it was ball 4. He flipped his bat towards his dugout and started to head down towards first base. And a home plate umpire had other ideas.
Yeah, he tried to assume the position there with the walk. See if Litke comes back with another strike.
So he'll dig in and swing at the 3-2 pitch and ground it to short. Uba fields and tosses across to Mariotti for 1 up and 1 down here in the 6th.
Now batting number 4, Nick Prasuti.
So Bushnell is retired, and Nick Prasuti will walk to the plate. The lefty 0-for-2 this afternoon. He struck out looking in the second, and he flew out to center field back in the fourth. First offering to Prasuti, taken for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. While we have a moment, we'll take a look at the Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference scoreboard here as Prasuti swings and chops it to first. Mariotti fields the soft ground ball and takes it to the bag himself. 2 away.
Now batting number 33, Cam Falk.
Lakeland defeated Wisconsin Lutheran earlier 10-8. Rockford over Illinois Tech by the score of 4-3. MSOE took care of Concordia, Wisconsin, 8-7 in Milwaukee. Cameron Falk digs in for Benedictine and swings at the first pitch and misses, 0-1. Edgewood shut out Marion 10-0 earlier today. 0-1 pitch from Litke is low and away, 1-1. Game 2 of the doubleheader between Lakeland and Wisconsin Lutheran. Lakeland up 2-1. That game in the third inning. 2-1 pitch to Falk is swung on and lifted to right center field. That ball is going to drop in front of Hatton and Donovan. Falk alertly rounds first and scampers into second. He's got himself a double. Looked like there might have been a little miscommunication between the center fielder and right fielder, Hatton and Donovan.
Yeah, it's the old mental error that won't be recorded in the stat book. Falk gets it's a gift double, quite frankly. I don't know if it was the sun. They're in a tough spot in terms of the sun, and I don't think either one of them had taken charge on it. I think miscommunication was a good way to put it. Not ideal with 2 outs.
It was a high lazy fly ball in shallow right center field. So here's Norberg, the right fielder, hitting. He swings at the first pitch, lifts that one to left center. It's Maynard under it. He'll put the squeeze on to end the inning. So the 2-out double does no harm. 1-1 ball game after 5.5 from River Forest. You're listening to Concordia Cougars Baseball. Moving along into the bottom of the 6th inning here as the Cougars will come to the plate once again. And they'll lead things off in their half of the 6th with the top of their order and Howie Hatton. Hatton digs in and takes a breaking ball for ball 1, low and in.
Not many Cougars hitters today have been ahead 1-0 in the count. Now 2-0.
Rankin comes back and misses again, this time outside, 2-0. Hatton today, 0-for-2. He grounded out to third, and he struck out looking. Here's the 2-0 offering. Hatton swings and chops that one into the Benedictine dugout. And the crowd scampers away from that baseball. It's 2-1 now on the Chicago right fielder. Rankin working quickly from the wind, fires again. Hatton swings, lines this ball into center field. Feely retreating, shy of the track. He'll make the catch. Hatton hit it hard, but Feely makes the play.
Yeah, great contact from Hatton off the bat. I thought that was extra bases easily. Hung up there just a little bit too long. A good read by the center fielder.
So 1 away for Zavoli, the catcher. The left-hander digs in and takes a curveball for strike 1. Zavoli 0 for 2. He struck out swinging in the first, and he grounded out to short in the fourth. Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball from Rankin, who is ahead now 0-2.
Well, he remembers the last at-bat where he got Zavoli to go fishing on the breaking ball. And he's worked it here early in this count. Zavoli wise to lay off that pitch in the dirt.
1-2 now on the Chicago catcher. Rankin peers into Surin for the sign, now is ready again, and that one misses badly away, and the count's even up at 2-2. Cougars scored their only run of the ball game last inning. Vincent led off with a single. Uba singled. Pitch is grounded up the middle. Good play by Mitter to retire Zavoli. 2 up, 2 down for the Cougars here in the sixth.
Number 17.
Yeah, impressive of Mitter there to stay with the ball after it took an awkward bounce off the bump. I thought that was going to end up being an infield hit for Zavoli for the sheer fact that no one was going to be able to get to it and make a clean play, and Mitter kind of stayed with it the entire way. Made a nice throw to cap it off.
Good play up the middle, you're right. Gary Maynard at the plate now for Chicago. He takes a strike. So the lone run for the Cougars last inning scored on the Caleb Anderson fielder's choice.
Just goes to show that good things happen when you get guys on and move them into scoring position. You can score in a variety of ways, even when you make an out.
1-1 count to Maynard. Rankin kicks and fires. Maynard swings and hits a line drive to right field. Norberg coming on, makes a nice running catch. And that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cougars in the sixth. It's a 1-1 ball game. We've played 6. You're listening to Cougars Baseball. Seventh inning from Concordia University, Chicago. It's the Cougars and the visiting Benedictine Eagles. 1-1 ball game as Ryan Dubeck leads things off for Benedictine and takes ball 1 outside. Dubeck 1 out of 2. He doubled in the fifth and scored the Benedictine's lone run here this afternoon. Dubeck swings at the 1-1 and lifts it into center field. It's Donovan coming on to make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 2, Kyle Mitter.
Zach Litke, in making his first start of the season today, has been really impressive. 6 1/3, struck out 4.
No walks.
Hasn't walked anybody, and yeah, it's just 66 pitches thus far. He's been really good.
The one free pass on a hit by pitch, but you'll take that over a walk because it saves your pitch count.
First pitch to Mitter, the Benedictine shortstop, taken for a strike. Mitter swings at the second pitch, lifts it into center. Donovan playing shallow, coming in, makes the play. for out number 2.
Now batting number 13, Jack Feely.
Back-to-back fly balls to center field off the bats of Dubeck and Mitter. And with 2 away, the bases are empty. It's back to the top of the Benedictine order in Jack Feely. 1-1 ball game, 7th inning. Feely swings at the first pitch and chops it foul up the third base line. Feely nothing for 3 today. Couple of ground outs, and he reached on an error back in the third as well. Litke, tall right-hander, delivers 0-1, and Feely swings and misses, Justin.
Well, I was going to say, Surin on deck has 2 hits today and the only RBI for the Eagles, so I know Litke knows that, and I was surprised to see him go right to work on Feely.
Next offering is swung on by Feely and line foul up past the Benedictine dugout into their bullpen there up the left field line in foul territory. Count remains 0-2. 1-1 ball game, top of the 7th. 2 away. Litke fires again to Feely. Feely hits a 2-hopper to short. Big hop. Uba with a nice play. Bang, bang play at first, and he got him. 1-2-3 goes Benedictine. We head to the bottom of the 7th. 1-1 ball game. You're listening to Cougars Baseball.
Brody Mariotti leads things off here for the Cougars in the home half of the 7th. 1-1 game so far, a pitcher's duel. Both runs scored in the 5th inning. Benedictine in the top half, and the Cougars answered immediately in the bottom half. And now look to put themselves ahead with just a couple innings to play. 2-0 on Mariotti. A hitter's count for the Cougar slugger, who rips one down the left field line. If this stays fair, this is way out. The ump says foul. The third base coach disagrees. Mariotti disagrees. Books thrown from the Cougars dugout. They disagree. And Colin Connor out here to have a word with the umpire, who I am not sure where that ball landed, but they all seem pretty confident that was a home run. The book was thrown out of the dugout, so I mean, this is a big reaction. You see a lot of coaches come out and argue calls. You don't usually see Colin Connor out arguing calls unless he is very confident in what he is arguing. That looked fair the whole way to me. The question was always going to be fair or foul. I mean, Mariotti threw his bat. He's got as good a vantage point as anybody. His eyes didn't leave that ball from the second he hit it. And I don't want to say that the umpire guessed fair or foul, but we're working on maybe getting a replay of it. I don't know if the camera's going to do it justice. The call is going to remain foul because of our lack of replay at this level, but we're told it was close. Our video person says it looked like it was a fair ball. Mariotti tossed his bat. This was a situation in which the Cougars should probably be up by 1 right now. And instead he walks.
Now to the plate, the third baseman, number 32, Bryce Vincent.
So it's a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 7th for Mariotti. And before Bryce Vincent digs in, it looks like the Benedictine Eagles are going to go tap into their bullpen. So Bryce Vincent gets set to dig in here against the new Benedictine hurler. It's going to be left-hander Simon Harold. Harold on for the 8th time this year. ERA 162. He struck out 21 men, walked only 5. The left-hander coming in relief of Ryan Rankin, who departs this ball game in a tie game, 1-1 here in the 7th.
And after Vincent here, 3 of the next 4 Cougar batters are left-handed hitters. So probably a little bit of a strategy move, but I think they might have saw all they needed to see with Rankin on the Mariotti home run. I'm not sure Rankin's typical outing length, but he may have surpassed it just a little bit today.
1-2 pitch, swung on and grounded to short. Mitter flips to Dubek, and the relay to first is in time. That's a 6-4-3 double play.
Now to the plate, number 6, Matt Uba.
So a leadoff walk is erased there by the double play, and that'll bring up lefty Matt Uba.
And that is probably only going to fire up the Concordia dugout now more after what they felt was a missed call on that ball down the line.
Simon Harold last worked on the 17th of April. He threw 4 innings against Rockford. Harold working quickly and is ready for the 1-1 pitch to Uba. Here it is. Uba swings and lifts it into shallow left center field. The shortstop Mitter going back on it. He'll make the catch in shallow left center field. That'll do it. Cougars don't score. They leave no one. We've played 7 innings from River Forest. Chicago 1, Benedictine 1. You're listening to Cougars Baseball. Zach Lichtke back on the mound for his 8th inning of work here this afternoon against Benedictine. We go to the top of the 8th inning. It's Jack Surin leading things off for the Eagles. He swings at the first offering from Lichtke and fouls it back to the screen.
An ideal time to face Surin with nobody on base. He's knocked in the lone run today for the Eagles.
He swings at the 0-1 pitch and lifts it in the air on the infield. That's Jacob, the second baseman, making the catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 28, Damon Castillo.
So with 1 away and the base is empty, it's Damon Castillo's turn for the Eagles. He's 0 for 3 today. Big right-hander digs in and awaits the first pitch from Lichtke. It's a fastball in the outer half, taken for a strike. Good pitch there, 0-1.
He's a tall guy, Castillo, and that was below his knees. He stands no chance at swinging and hitting that ball. So if that is going to be called a strike.
0-1 is swung on and grounded to short. It's Uba. He fires across a little high, but Mariotti puts the tag on the runner Castillo anyhow for out number 2.
Now batting number 27, Kevin Bushnell.
So 2 up, 2 down here in the 8th for Kevin Bushnell, the designated hitter. 1-1 ball game, top of the 8th inning. Bushnell digs in and takes a ball low and away in the dirt. 1-0. Bushnell today, 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th and then stranded out at second base. Swing and a miss. Counts even at a ball and a strike, Justin.
He was trying to do a lot with that swing, and Lichtke had him fooled.
Lichtke comes back 1-1. Another fastball, another swing, and another foul ball. That one's chopped up the line over towards the Benedictine dugout. Good crowd on hand this afternoon for Saturday afternoon baseball, enjoying a nice spring day here in River Forest. 1-2 pitch. Taken for ball 2. I don't know where that one missed. Must have been downstairs.
I just think we've seen a lot more generous calls than that one would have been working the outer part of the plate today. We've seen it in this inning.
Good pitch from Lichtke, doesn't get the call. Here's the 2-2 offering. That misses well outside. 3-2 now on Bushnell. Payoff pitch upcoming from Lichtke. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Lichtke walks off the mound, pumping his fist. Big pitch there to retire the side. 1-2-3. Go the Eagles. We've played 7.5. 1-1 ball game. You're listening to Concordia Cougars Baseball. Bottom of the 8th inning here from River Forest. Alongside my partner, Justin Bjorset, this is Andrew Bellison. Great to have you with us here on this Saturday afternoon. Caleb Anderson, the Chicago designated hitter, will lead things off for the Cougars. He takes ball 1.
And it will work out well for CUC if Anderson gets on base here. As a designated hitter, you have unlimited options to run for him. And just based on some chatter in here, I do think it will be Niles Gall.
Harold now behind 3-0 to Anderson, as Chicago hopes to get the leadoff man aboard, as Justin mentioned. 3-0 pitch taken for a strike, and it's 3-1. Harold, the left-hander, working for the Eagles. He came on in relief of Ryan Renken last inning. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded to the left side. In the hole, it's short. Minner over, gloves it, fires across, not in time. Throw pulled Castillo off the bag. Anderson would have beat it out anyway. It's an infield single to lead things off here in the 8th.
And we are, in fact, getting that pinch runner, Niles Gall, in at first base.
So Niles Gall will pinch run at first for the Cougars now. He'll slot in where Caleb Anderson was in that DH spot for now. Nobody out. And Christian Jacob at the plate for Chicago.
Good speed aboard, but with a lefty on the mound. Gall doesn't want to get caught leaning too far off the bag. He carries the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th.
Gall 7 for 8 in stolen base attempts this year. He leads off of first. Bunt attempt
Beautiful.
Is a good one. Jacob puts it down and it rolls foul. Looked really good off the bat. Falk with a heads-up play at third, letting that one roll foul. And Jacob will head back to the plate.
Yeah, you don't get that all the time at this level. You get a lot of guys who are panicking and want to be quick to make the play and don't even think about giving the ball the chance to roll foul. So heads-up baseball by Benedictine there on what was otherwise a beautiful bunt by Jacob.
A little issue for the Eagles. It looks like their catcher, Jack Surin, is over near their third base dugout grabbing something equipment-wise. Maybe lost the contact on the play. So time is called on the field as Surin gets himself put back together. And now he will grab his mask and glove and trot back towards the field of play. So everything looks to be okay. No balls and a strike the count on the hitter. I'm sorry, no ball, 2 strikes the count on the hitter Christian Jacob. Niles Gall leads off of first. Nobody out. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the left center field. The left fielder Presutti is over towards center and under it to make the catch. And that's out number 1.
Now to the plate, number 5, the center fielder, Aiden Donovan.
And right now I think the goal for the Cougars is pretty clear. You want the top of the order to come up with the runner in scoring position. And Aiden Donovan's got to do a job here, or Niles Gall is going to have to swipe his 8th bag of the year.
So Gall at first is now in a little bit of a pickle. He's running towards second, and they've got him picked. And that's the trouble that you wanted to avoid, what you discussed there, Justin. That's the second out of the inning, and now with 2 away, Concordia has the bases empty. Well, you have a lefty on the mound in Harold, and you get that extra leeway when you're tossing over, and Niles Gall had second base on his mind, and I think Benedictine knew it.
Yeah, it was. When you get the pinch runner in this situation, it becomes pretty predictable. You got to pick your spot.
So Aiden Donovan now hits with 2 away, and the base is empty. Check swing, no swing, and it's 1-0. Donovan today, nothing for 2. He struck out swinging and reached on a fielder's choice. Swings at the 1-0 pitch and lifts it foul and out of play. Counts even at a ball and a strike. Gall was the potential winning run there at first base. Curveball misses way high, and it's 2-1.
And I'm looking to see. I can't tell exactly if there's any activity in the Cougars bullpen. The 9th inning might belong to Litke.
2-1 pitch, fastball out of the left hand to Harold, misses downstairs.
At the very least, there are arms getting loose, and I'm sure the result of this inning may have some sort of impact on that decision.
Here's the 3-1 from Harold. Fastball, good take there, missed off the outside corner, and it's a 2-out walk issued to Donovan.
Down to the plate, the right fielder, number 12, Howie Hatton.
So Aiden Donovan aboard with 2 away. He would be the go-ahead run here in this ball game. Bottom of the 8th inning, tie game, 1-1, Cougars and Eagles. Good conference matchup here on this Saturday afternoon. Howie Hatton digs in for the Cougars and quickly takes a strike. Hatton 0 for 3. Grounded out to third, struck out looking, and flew out to center field. That was back in the 6th inning. He hits here in the 8th with 2 away in a 1-1 ball game and the go-ahead run at first base. Harold's pitch skips in there and evens the count at a ball and a strike.
A lot of room in left center for Hatton.
1-1 pitch is swung on and grounded to the right side. Diving play by Duback, and he throws out the hitter, Hatton, to end the inning. Great play at second base by Duback to get the Eagles out of the inning. We've played 8 complete from River Forest. Chicago won. Benedictine won. You're listening to Cougars Baseball. We head to the 9th inning here in River Forest, 1-1 ball game. Zach Litke out to work the 9th. He has been sensational this afternoon for Chicago. He'll face Nick Prasuti first. Prasuti swings at the first offering from Litke and fouls it up and out of play. Behind the plate, 0-1.
Some activity now in the Benedictine bullpen.
The lefty Prasuti awaits the 0-1 pitch, swings on and grounds it to second base. That's off the leg of Jacob as the ball ricochets into shallow right field. Jacob had to move pretty far to his left to scoop up that ground ball, and he couldn't glove it cleanly. And Prasuti's aboard with the leadoff error, and he's going to be lifted for a pinch runner here.
Into the game for the Eagles to run, number 32, Anthony Lenza.
An unfortunate break to kick off the inning here for the Cougars. Now
Number 33.
in the final frame of a tied ball game. Those are the little things that make the difference. And it was, like you said, going to be a very tough play for Jacob. It's an unfortunate E4 because it would have been a nice play. A few weird bounces taken by the ball.
So an error to lead off the inning. Here's Falk. He's going to lay down a bunt on the first pitch. Good play to throw him out. It's going to be a sacrifice. The pinch runner for the Eagles is Anthony Lenza. He moves up to second base on the play. He's the go-ahead and potential winning run. Sacrifice there for Falk if you're scoring along with us at home. That's the first out of the inning. And the Eagles now have a man in scoring position with only one away.
And they're clearly just playing small ball here, trying to just get that one run home, focusing on that with the bottom part of their order coming up here.
Here's Norberg digging in. Norberg swings at the first pitch, lines it out to center field. Donovan's there. He makes the catch while retreating on the ball. Good play on a ball that was very well hit into center field.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard, and Donovan had to get on his horse immediately. Good job tracking it down, saving what would have been trouble.
Lenza retreats back to second. 2 away now, 1-1 game in the ninth inning. And Ryan Dubeck, the hitter for the Eagles. Concordia skipper Adam Smith sticking with Litke here in the ninth inning. Dubeck takes the first pitch from Litke. It's a fastball that misses outside. 1-0. Dubeck today struck out in the second, doubled and scored in the fifth, and flew out in the seventh. 1-0 pitch. High and tight, 2-0 on the Eagles' second baseman. Dubeck scored the only run for the Benedictine Eagles this afternoon. Go-ahead run out at second base. Top of the ninth, tie game 1-1. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Litke to Dubeck. High and tight again, 3-0 now on the Eagles' second baseman.
I think Dubeck's going to be taking the entire way here.
Pickoff attempt at second. Lenza slides back in safely on his stomach.
Not a bad idea, though. They were close to getting him. If he would have been a step slower, Litke'd be out of this inning.
Litke comes back 3-0 and pumps over a fastball taken for a strike on the inner half, 3-1.
I don't think Dubeck thought that was a strike.
Go-ahead run at second base. Prasuti reached on an error to lead off the inning. He was lifted for the pinch runner Lenza. 2 away now, 1-1 game here in the top of the ninth inning. 3 balls and a strike to Dubeck. Here's the pitch from Litke. Another strike. Top of the zone that time, inner half, and the count's now full, 3-2. Now, this game has been everything you'd want from a conference ball game late in the season. 1-1 game, top of the ninth inning. Lenza leads off a second. Full count to Dubeck. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. On a pitch low and away in the dirt. And the Eagles have runners now at first and second with 2 away.
Now batting number 2, Kyle Mitter.
So it's the 9-man in the Benedictine lineup at the plate now. Kyle Mitter, their shortstop. And before Mitter digs in, Litke's going to call time on the mound. He's granted. And his catcher, Zavoli's going to trot out and meet him about halfway so they can discuss how they want to attack Mitter here with the go-ahead run standing at second base. That's Anthony Lenza. Dubeck at first. 2 away in a 1-1 game, ninth inning. Mitter digs in, righty-righty matchup. Litke is ready. And here's the pitch. Swung on, lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Lenza rounding third. The throw-in from Hatton not going to be in time. Lenza scores. Dubeck to third. It's an RBI go-ahead single for Benedictine and Kyle Minner. They lead 2-1.
Now batting number 13, Jack Feely.
An unearned run won't go against Litke's ERA, but at the end of the day, I'm sure he's more concerned with getting the win. And Concordia will now need some magic at the plate in the ninth. We just saw it happen on last Wednesday, so we know that they're more than capable of some ninth-inning magic this year.
Jack Feely digs in for Benedictine now. So Lenza scores on the play. Dubeck at third now. Mitter at first. Runners on the corners. Benedictine's taken a 2-1 lead here in the ninth inning. Litke fires again. This time it's grounded to short. Off the bat of Feely, Uba will flip to second, forcing out Mitter to end the inning. But the damage has been done. Benedictine scores the go-ahead run on a Kyle Mitter single to right field. They lead it 2-1. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Stay with us. You're listening to Cougars Baseball. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning here from River Forest. Concordia trailing the Benedictine Eagles 2-1 here in the ninth. Michael Zavoli will lead things off for Chicago, and he takes ball one. It's 2, 3, and 4 for the Cougars. Zavoli, Maynard, and Mariotti. Heart of the order here in the ninth. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed, evening the count at a ball and a strike. For the Eagles, Anthony Lenza, who pinch ran in the top of the inning, remains in the ballgame in left field. As Zavoli swings and fouls that ball out of play, it's now 1-2. And the new Benedictine pitcher is right-hander Ryan Lidovez. Lidovez on for the 10th time this year. He's in search of his 4th save of the season. The right-hander Lidovez fires again to Zavoli, and Zavoli fights that one off, fouls it out of play, and the count remains 1-2.
Well, it looks like mostly fastballs right now from Lidovez.
Lidovez, big right-hander out of South Elgin, Illinois. Comes back 1-2 to Zavoli, and Zavoli spoils another one, fouls that back to the net, and will do it again. Michael Zavoli, nothing for 3 today. He's looking to set the table here in the ninth for the Cougars with the heart of the order coming up. They trail 2-1, bottom of the ninth inning, against the Benedictine Eagles. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Up and away. For ball 2, it's 2-2. Zavoli stands right on top of that plate from the left-handed batter's box. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3.
Now to the plate, number 17, Gary Maynard.
Well, to your point, Justin, looked like Lidovez came back with another fastball this time. It was in on the hands of Zavoli, and it kind of tied him up.
I don't know if he's going to have the same success throwing mostly fastballs to Maynard and Mariotti, so it'll be interesting to see if push comes to shove here.
Gary Maynard digs in for the Cougars. He takes up and away for ball 1. It was a fastball. Lidovez comes back 1-0 with another fastball. Maynard swings and lifts that into center. To his right, Feely. He puts a glove on it for out number 2. And the Cougars are down to their last out.
Brody Mariotti.
Looks like we're getting a mound visit. Essentially telling him, don't throw him whatever he was thrown last time. That should have been a go-ahead home run. And we'll see if Brody can hit a second home run, this time one that counts.
So Mariotti this afternoon 0 for 2. He grounded out to second, struck out swinging and walked after that home run was called back, deemed by the umpiring crew to be a foul ball. We have the benefit of the replay up here for our own use, and it surely didn't seem that home run was a foul ball. Lidovez misses for ball 1. Comes back 1-0. Mariotti swings and misses, and it's 1-1.
If he gets a timing down on one of these fastballs, he's going to put it on Division Street.
He could easily tie this ball game up here in the 9th inning. 1-1 pitch. Down low. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 ball game, bottom of the 9th inning here in River Forest. Lidovez wants to work quickly and is. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Mariotti and the Cougars now down to their final strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, bottom of the 9th inning. Lidovez from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Mariotti swings and fouls it away up over our heads, and we'll do it again. Outfield deep against Mariotti, who digs back in from the right side. Lidovez is ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Mariotti hits the bat off the dirt near home plate in disgust as he walks back to the Cougars dugout. And that's going to do it for this afternoon's ball game. 2-1 final in favor of the Benedictine Eagles. A real good ball game between 2 tough conference opponents. We'll be back after this to wrap it up. You're listening to Concordia Cougars Baseball. Back in River Forest, the final here from the campus of Concordia University, Chicago. It's the Benedictine Eagles 2 and the Concordia Cougars 1. Benedictine extends their winning streak to 13 games on the season. For the Eagles, 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors. And for the Cougars of Chicago, a run on 5 hits and 2 errors. And the difference, those couple of errors, Justin, and maybe the home run that was not off the bat of Brody Mariotti.
Yeah, it's easy to chalk it up to the home run that wasn't called, and that had a big impact on the game. It really did, because Mariotti ended up reaching that at bat via walk, and only to have a double play hit into the next at bat, and so you end up looking at it like it's a real loss of momentum, because yes, it fires the team up at the same time because they're frustrated about what happened, and rightfully so, but at the same time, and not only is it a tied game, it's a 1-1 game. Runs were not being scored, so to have that home run not count is unfortunate, but then at the end of the day, like you said, it is the error in the 9th inning that leads to the winning run.
On the losing end of this one on the mound for Chicago is Zach Litke, who pitched all 9 innings, gave up 2 runs, only one of them earned, struck out 5 guys, walked only 1 man. In making his first start of the season for Chicago, he was absolutely phenomenal on the mound.
He was, and like I said all game, I think a lot of his confidence stemmed from the fact that he was entrusted to make his first start against a team that had won 12 games in a row, that had scored 44 runs in their last 4 games. And Coach Colin Connor hands him the ball and says, go do your thing out there. And he did. He worked ahead almost every at-bat. Very rarely did you see him behind in counts. There was a little bit of hard contact, but for the most part, harmless fly balls. He had a few strikeouts mixed in. So, a great performance by Litke, and something to look forward to for the Cougars moving forward into the last couple of weekends of this season, that you now have Litke certified, at least for the time being, in the starting rotation.
So it's a 2-1 final. The Benedictine Eagles come to Concordia, Chicago, and steal one. Great ball game to watch. Unfortunately, Chicago was on the losing end. 2-1, Eagles over the Cougars. These two teams meet again tomorrow, twice as a matter of fact, at Benedictine University, a doubleheader that begins at 12 noon p.m. We thank you once again for joining us here this afternoon. Once again, the final, Benedictine 2 and your Concordia Cougars 1. For my partner, Justin Bjorseth, this is Andrew Bellison thanking you for joining us here this afternoon. Have a great rest of your night.